change to verbs, and the ending changes. So if it's a noun, to the C ending, and if it's a verb, it has an SE ending. What is a noun?
A person, place, or thing.
A person, place, or thing. Good. What is a verb? A doing verb. Yeah, good. So, if you give somebody advice, that's a thing. You're giving that advice. If you are advising something, that is what you are doing. You are actually in the process of telling them what they should or shouldn't do. You are advising them. So it becomes a verb. Okay? So we looked at words yesterday where if it was a noun, it was a CE ending. If it was a verb, it became an SE ending. And I gave you some sentences to do. And now I'm going to go through them and give you the answers to the sentences. So, sentences. First one. My tutor gave me some good advice. He's giving you advice. He's giving you a thing. So it's a noun. So it's CE. So that was the first one. I am going to devise a new game. I'm actually doing it. I'm actually thinking of it, planning it, designing it. So it's devise. All electronic devices were banned from the room. Devices. Children were asked to line up at the door, ready for singing practice. It's an event, singing practice. It's something that they do regularly. So it becomes a noun, so it's CE. I received a driving license. A driving license is an actual thing, so it's a noun, so it's CE. After school, there was an opportunity for the children to practice their football skills. That's actually what they are doing. They are practicing. That's the action. So it becomes a verb. Okay? So, children at home, check your sentences really carefully and correct any that need to be corrected. Okay, and then today we are, as well as recapping on this because this is our main part of the spelling, we are reminding ourselves of our I before E rule that we actually looked at last term. And we talked about I before E, except after C, when the letters make the sound E. So, we've got receive. We've got a C in there. So remember, I before E, except after C. So receive is EI. The letter, because there's a C and they follow the C, it becomes EI. And the same with deceive. You've got a C and then EI. I before E, except after C, and so we've got fierce, I before E, because the C is at the end of the word, so the IE is IE. Friend is IE. Quiet is IE. There are exceptions to the rule, unfortunately. Like most spellings, there are annoying exceptions. Can't think of too many at the moment, but one that does spring to mind is the word ceiling. Oh no, that does follow the rule, doesn't it? I before E, except after C. We've got C. So yeah, ceiling does follow the rule. There are, as I say, one or two exceptions, and I can't remember off the top of my head what they are, but you just have to look out for them. I think there are only about 3 exceptions. So, not many. I think the word sees might be one of them. But there are 1 or 2 exceptions that you just need to be careful of. But, if you know that rule, at least you get the majority. The exceptions, as I say, are only about 3. So, if you follow the rule, most of the time you're going to get the spelling correct. Okay? So, I before E, except after C, when the letters make the sound E. So, receive makes an E sound. Fierce, deceive, friend, and quiet. Quiet actually doesn't make the E sound, but it's just still IE. Okay, so just remind yourselves of that rule, because we did look at it last term, but that's quite a long time ago. And then look at the Year 5-6 spelling words. We've got ancient. Okay, actually that is an exception. Why is that an exception? What's it done? Have a look at ancient.
Because after the C, they put IE.
Yes, it's I before E, except after C, but you have got the C there, but you've still got IE, not EI. So ancient is actually one of the exception words, one of the difficult words that we just have to learn because they don't follow the rule. What does ancient mean?
Old.
Yeah, really old. Yeah, something's ancient, it's really old. Good. Mischievous. What does that mean? Anybody in here mischievous? Okay, what's it mean?
It means cheeky and you get up to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of mischief, yeah, a lot of sort of tricks and mischief and yeah, so quite cheeky. Good, okay. So, what I would like you to do is to write down the 2, 5, 6 spelling words and then just like we do in this class, split them up in a way that you know it will help your spelling brain to remember those letters in the right order. So partition the word up into chunks that will help you to spell. Okay?